Welcome everybody to another Boldcast reaction. What happened last time?
Last time was the baseball episode.
Hope you guys check out our Patreon. Check out our last episode of Charlotte and our discussion there. We got a Patreon early episodes. You can get a week ahead on Charlotte, on Naruto, on Demon Slayer, on Konosuba. We also got a backup channel. We're gonna get struck down one of these days, I'm telling you. Go to the backup channel, go to Instagram at Boldcast Media, and go to our Patreon where you can get our Teespring where you can get shit like this and shit like this. Let's go. Don't watch this to watch the show. Go to Crunchyroll to watch the show. Don't watch it with us. That's not the point. We do this for us. We don't do it for you. Let's go. All right.
Ew, we just squeezed milk everywhere.
Oh no.
Excuse me, she's the president of the student council. She will throw you in jail for the rest of your life.
Don't just drag
your
her about
entire
like she's
career
a
is over.
Acting like you don't even know who the fuck I am. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? What?
She straight up stood there while she got beat up. Yeah.
Literally a bystander. Jesus.
Corn? That's so much food.
That's a fucking lot of food. That was probably like $300 worth of meat right there. I have a feeling this might not even have that much to do with the flying person, and they're just going out and doing this.
This is a bit more like an Angel Beats plan.
Yeah. I wonder what this person's gonna be like. Are they like living out here? And why were they flying upside down?
They're learning how to fly, they predicted.
Oh, it is like Angel Beats?
Oh, well.
It is.
A literal
what
if
they stumbled into like the spirit world and this is the Angel Beats OVA with all the pitfall traps? Better keep their fucking eyes out. He's about to get Inuyasha and be transported to another world.
I'm at student council camp.
I don't like where this is going.
Me either.
Well, cook some other shit, not just the corn.
She just wants the corn.
She wants the meat. Burns herself. Oh no, I'll never forgive myself for burning Yusuri. They're just gonna be destroyed. They're gonna be like so lethargic, farting the night away, eating a meat salad. What are Raid Shadow Legends? Oh no! This is the Star Platinum like JoJo reference. That's hilarious. Seat for 2. Oh, right. I thought they were gonna make an Angel Beats reference with the, whatever.
Girl's Dead Monster?
No, because that would be fictional, but the one that she loved. Remember, that was like the Radiohead. Hmm. That's really cool. That's pretty cool. It's really cool. Damn. That's awesome.
A night watch.
Oh, he's gonna. Oh, that's so cool. Hmm. Weird.
Fishing episode. Whoa.
This even looks like the river in Angel Beats where they went fishing that one time.
Is she just like a expert fisherman? How did I get here?
I wonder what she must think. Is she
Yeah.
just so dumb that she doesn't think like that?
Or does she like passively sort of like remember?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Or does she not know and just thinks that she has a have a bath already? I always see these and I don't know.
What those barrels are?
No, I know what the barrels are. Yes, I know what the barrels are. How do you sit in a fucking steel barrel and not literally die?
Yeah. So
Literally
weird.
wants some gamer girl bathwater. Holy shit. Thinner. He looks ripped.
Oh, actually. What are you doing all the way here?
Acting like they met out
We're
there
all
when they
wearing the same
all wearing
school
the same
uniform.
uniforms.
It actually is. Caught in a blatant lie. That's pretty smart.
Shit.
Oh
Don't
my-
do it. You don't know how to fly. Ah, fuck. Oh my fucking god.
Oh
Idiot.
my god.
You aren't gonna learn it right away. Oh shit, he did.
No.
He did.
Oh,
He did it. Damn.
That's a really scary thing.
Oh no.
She's gonna like fling it on at the last second. Oh no.
What's in it? What is...
Nice. Disgusting.
I think you're missing the point, sir.
Oh, really?
Oh no.
I'm very concerned.
What'd you think of that one?
It was a little bit calmer.
Way slower. It was clearly like a calm down episode.
Mm-hmm.
They still like had a task, but it was like we said, like it was more about just them going camping than it is about like finding this guy. It's a good way to write that, because then like this, I don't know, it's a good way to write that story and give that opportunity. Because yeah, they just went out there and waited. They gave him a reason to like go out there and just hang out, like sit there.
But it's funny because it actually like her plan literally worked. Yeah. Because she's really good at plans. Mm-hmm. That's kind of interesting.
What do you think's gonna happen to IU?
Man, I'm worried.
I'm really worried too. I hope that they'll like subvert my expectations. But I don't want another Otonashi's little sister moment. It's gonna suck. Yeah, what was that? Yeah, the dream? Flashback to that dream of that other person that was there? What was the deal? I forget.
I wonder if that's like their older brother or something, who maybe...
Maybe. It looks like a dude.
Yeah.
Maybe it's their uncle? But no, I don't know. I don't know what the deal was. Or I forget what his family thing was. Their parents died? Or their parents... Do you remember?
God, I can't remember. Watching so many shows, it's like hard to keep up with like the parents, the like MIA parents of every anime character ever.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's like their uncle looking after them though, right?
Yeah, their uncle's like working in another place, but their parents like either died or something.
Or
I
like
think
got divorced and one of them died and then the other one is like away or something.
Yeah.
Some sort of situation like that.
Yeah, I think one of their parents, their parents split up or something, and then their one parent like shipped them off to be with their uncle or something. Mm-hmm. I think that's how
something,
it worked out.
Or maybe they're dead. Sorry guys, we can't.
I don't want to look it up because I'm sure there will be a revelation, and it'll be revealed later. So shit, maybe I'll go through the other episodes. Should we do that now?
Do you want to? I wouldn't mind.
I could do it real quick now, just so we don't get it wrong. Yeah, so in episode 1, hello everybody, we're back. We just looked in episode 1, and it said that they were like, they only have their family. I remember them talking about their uncle at some point, either in the first
shipped them
episode.
that stuff or whatever.
No, their uncle was, shipped them that food, but their uncle, it works somewhere else. Yeah. And is working, and they live alone, basically, but they're in the custody of their uncle, basically. Yeah. So that was their family situation, so I don't know who that person is, if it's their uncle, or if it's just another random person. I feel
like he would be able to recognize his uncle.
Yeah,
he would have seen him at some point, and he didn't look that much older than them.
Yeah, maybe it was a younger brother of their mom or dad or something.
Or their, like, much older brother or something. Maybe.
Not sure. Looks crazy. Can't really speculate on that, because we've just seen two very almost identical flashbacks of him wondering who that is. So it's hard to say. What is there to talk about? There was the scene where they were talking about all the music and shit.
That was a really good scene. That's probably the best scene.
Big callback again to, like, I don't know, similar sense of style. Like in Angel Beats, music was definitely a big thing, and I could see that that's like creeping in a little bit in this. It's obviously not as big of a deal because there's not Girls Dead Monster, but in this there's like you could tell there's like definitely a love for seemingly like 90s indie rock. Mm-hmm. If there's
a few things this author likes, it's fishing episodes, baseball episodes, camping, and music.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
There's like 4 things.
I like that guy's bandana, that blue camo bandana. Not much to talk about.
Oh, what I wanted to talk about, I kind of said it.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, you can go first.
He mind controlled the guy and then flew. That's insane because he tried to do that last episode. Something like he tried to take control of the baseball guy and he couldn't. or like he did, and then some time passed and he doesn't remember it, but now he like took control of this guy and used his power, which is
maybe
crazy.
That's what she was
trying to get him to do,
or like just she was maybe thinking about that at that point. It was really scary though.
What if he could like get in her brother's head and like see something or fix something or like do something that like changes and helps his treatment or something? That'd be kind of crazy. Maybe that's why she's like invested in him or like wants to get close to him. Mm-hmm. And Ayu was stopped by security. Don't know what that's about.
I can't tell if that was just supposed to be like a funny thing.
A security guard stopped me for some reason. It seemed like they kind of blew over that, but she looks like kind of messed up about it.
Yeah, kind of sad.
I think that's something more than just she didn't get her pizza sauce, but we'll see. With this, she's sick. I think what's happening is she's developing her power. I think that's what's going on.
Ooh, maybe.
I think that's what it is. She seems to have like similar dreams, our main guy, but
well, she was having the dreams first.
Yeah.
She's been like having them for a while, so maybe she can like see the past.
Maybe they got their like memory wiped, like cuz he has like a brain mind style power. Maybe they got their memory erased.
Yeah, maybe if it was like their older brother and they all have like mind style powers, and the older brother maybe wiped their memories of himself
and then died
or like before he was gonna get taken by the government was gonna discover them, and they didn't want to know that he had any siblings, but like if his two siblings just suddenly like,
and then they got shipped off to another place
as
well.
Or even if their parents are, I can't remember what happened, like but they don't have parents basically, but what if they like did or something, and like their minds were like also wiped, like Hermione style, erases the mind of her parents to protect them, and like the older brother just like I don't know, like that's getting a bit deep, but like it was something weird happened.
Yeah, something
to their memories.
Because he's pretty sharp, and they're both having the same dream, and either that's like a magical power, like her magical power. I would say like the dream was her magical power, like remembering these things that are weird. But he had the same shit, and he remembers the same person. And they're both like kind of fuzzy on the whole ordeal, so they don't quite understand.
They can't see like eyes, like they're like seeing like the like basic of a person, but not like their face, like to be able to recognize them.
Yeah, that's a common anime thing.
Though. They just don't recognize.
They just don't know. They don't know who they are. Yeah, I'm sure if like it's like when you see in a dream and like there's somebody's face, but it like keeps changing, or like you can't picture somebody's face. I think it's supposed to be like that.
That's interesting though. I was also gonna say, I think I have two more things.
Okay.
One about the flying guy, and then I guess kind of any other power for that matter that like grants you a more like superhero-esque putting your body somewhere where it physically shouldn't be style power. How it got brought up of like, what if he was flying and then he like aged out of his power and then just like...
Oh, they literally said that.
I know, I'm just saying like that's really crazy, and I'd never thought about that because everyone else's power that we have right now is nothing that bad would happen.
I think that's a little drastic, because something like that, I don't think it's just like, oh, now I'm done puberty. Now I'm a fully matured human. It's like it's not like, oh, this at 4 o'clock today I became an adult. It's like over time you like phase out of your adolescence, and because like that's what this is a metaphor for. I think that she was trying to like scare him into doing that, because like I don't think that one day, oh, I woke up today and now I have to do my taxes.
No, but I mean like for everyone else's power, he would just wake up one day and wouldn't be able to do it.
Would they? They haven't gone over how you lose your power yet. They've said that you like age out of it, and by the time you graduate high school you can't do it anymore. But they haven't like gone over, oh, I used to have my power and then I woke up one day and I didn't. They haven't really gone into that. So I think she was just trying to like scare him into not doing it at all anymore, because that's the thing. Like if it was like, oh, one day you won't have it, then he'll be like, oh, well, fuck, I'm gonna do it until I can't at least. And then she's like, one day you might stop having it. At any moment you could stop having it, and that means when you're flying too. And he's like, oh shit, well I guess I won't, because that's way too dangerous. What if I just fucking die? That's not worth it. I think I'm beginning to understand like what the whole thing is here. I have a feeling this whole like because it's kind of tragic, this whole thing of, oh, when you graduate high school you like lose the thing that makes you special and that like sets you apart from everyone else and that you're really good at. You have like all your basically like your creativity or your uniqueness is kind of like leaves you when you graduate and have to go into the real world. It's kind of like the opposite of what Angel Beats was saying, and I wonder how they're going to what the conclusion of this essay is going to be, because like it's just interesting the way they're framing it up with like, I don't know, because when I think about that guy flying, it's like, oh yeah, I wanted to like fly one day, and she's just like, no, because one day you'll crash and that'll be it.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh shit, I guess I won't follow my dreams. You know, like it's kind of like that. Like what if instead of flying he was like, oh, I want to draw, I want to like I wanted to learn how to draw so one day I could become like a really famous like comic book artist. And then she's just like, yeah, well one day you're gonna break your hand from drawing too much. And it's like, oh yeah, well I don't want to break my hand. Or like one day you'll starve to death because you're an artist and that's really rough. And then he's just like, oh shit, you're right, I guess I'll just stop doing the one thing that makes me happy and that like keeps me going throughout the day, and the one thing that like gives me motivation to literally spend all fucking day wandering around the woods. Like it's kind of tragic when you really think about it. And I think if there is like a memory thing going on here, if he gets his memory back or like starts thinking, or like maybe he'll like find a loophole or a way to keep his power or use it for a different way. The thing is with his power, it's all manipulation.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a weird thing to choose. I wonder how that's going to play into the metaphor, because I think that's clearly what's happening, and this time like it's kind of the roles are reversed, because in Angel Beats it was like we weren't a part of the student council, it was the battlefront, it was the people fighting against the establishment. And this one, they are the establishment. They're like protecting you from a greater evil of these scientists, but it's like we need to keep everyone safe by like, okay, come to school, stop fucking around over here, start going to school regularly, start taking your classes, don't use your powers, stay inside the lines, line up for your fucking sandwich in the cafeteria, and shut up, otherwise you're going to be in serious danger. So watch out, kid, don't fly too close to the sun, or someday you're going to crash. So like literally, yeah, like that. I guess that's what made me think of it, was that whole parallel. But I think that's what's going on here, and I wonder if that's because it's kind of like, yeah, it is kind of the opposite of what Angel Beats was saying, because Angel Beats was like, it's weird. I guess it's a completely different thing, because in Angel Beats it was like, don't try and fight the system just for the sake of fighting the system, because your problems in life might not be the system's fault. It might, or maybe they are, in which case, are you just going to spend your life fighting the system rather than like trying to carve out your own little space and pick up a skill, pick up something that you're good at, find meaningful relationships, enjoy the time with the people that you have while you have them before they disappear, that whole thing. Like, are you going to spend all your time like raging against the machine and not actually accomplishing anything, or are you going to actually create something for yourself, or find a path that makes you happy and meet people that you love and care about? And do something that's good for you and maybe for the people around you. It's like way more basic, but like good in the way they presented it and interesting. Not really basic in the way they presented it, but the message in itself is kind of basic for like a high schooler, as impactful as it is. But in this one, it's like the opposite. It's like so far they've been like crushing the spirit in a way of like all these people, and like whether they're doing bad things or good things, they're just enjoying their youth. They're like the battlefront, causing havoc and running around and fucking around. Like we're literally, it's like if we went the other direction.
Yeah.
And I wonder how that's going to happen, because they claim to be protecting you from a greater evil, but they're also like protecting you from danger. It's like the big movement in in recent years of taking down kids' playgrounds. Like you completely remove them from all risk, but you also remove them from all adventure. It's the same thing. Like, and I think that I don't think this is an accident. I think that they're actually like I'm making different connections, but it's all part of the same thing of like, are you going to just complete like, so yeah, there's crazy risk and you could be taken down and you could be in serious danger, but are you going to live a life without danger? What does that look like? What is your life after high school? What are you going to do after you graduate? You're completely, and it's kind of hypocritical because they're using their powers to stop people from using their powers. If you really think about it, I don't know. It's really interesting, and I've been trying to figure out a way to like say that. And as we've been talking, it just kind of like came to me. It came a little bit later than it did in Angel. In Angel Beats, like episode 2 or 3, maybe even episode 1. I like went on a huge rant about the themes and everything about the show, and it held through for the entire show. But this one, it took until episode 5. I'm just interested to see what so like they've set up what is going on, and I want to see, they're still presenting it like this is the right thing to do, but I want to see whether they like flip it around or whether this is like the message.
Yeah.
Like to take the safe route and hide who you truly are and what you truly want, and because like, you know, you need to focus on the future and stop fucking around and like doing the things that you like because adulthood's coming, like that kind of shit. Because it's kind of bleak, but it's only bleak when you really think about it. It's not bleak the way they're doing it. I think that they're going to get to it at some point. I think that eventually the pin's going to drop, and the sort of perspective is going to shift in some way in the next few episodes, and we're going to get like a difference in perspective, possibly. At least I hope so. Or if not, I hope that they show me how this is the way things are supposed to be. What was the last thing you wanted to talk about?
I forgot.
Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction and review to Charlotte, episode 5. Really excited to see where the series goes from here on out and what it has to say. Hope you check us out on Patreon. You can get a week ahead on Charlotte. You can see on our community tab how far ahead you are, or you could get if you go to our Patreon, or how many episodes you'll get. You can see all the tiers there. We got an Instagram backup channel and Teespring, where you can get our merch and support us in that way. We also have live streams. We're doing those more often, so check that as well. But other than that, see you in the next episode. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.